What's up, y'all? Grand Rising. Grand Rising, Grand Hustle. Grand Get on My Life shit today. We are in the home stretch for this job, man. I got like, what, 2 more weeks? Yeah, 2 more weeks. So I'm going to keep you guys down there for a second. Excuse me, because I am finishing up this meatless breakfast tray. But I wanted to come and talk to you guys about my reactions after watching Hidden Colors. Hold on. Fucking police come out of nowhere, and they got regular tags too. They ain't playing with y'all. So yeah, I want to talk to you guys about my reactions after Hidden Colors. So, if you don't know what Hidden Colors is a 4-part series to basically like a documentary about the real shit, about what really happened with black people and where we come from. Okay? Who we are as black people, where we come from, etc., etc. Now, I've only watched up to part 3. I still have part 4 to watch, but I feel like I have enough information under my belt to come to you guys today with my thoughts. So, let's get into it. So, Hidden Colors is very eye-opening. There's a lot of stuff that I already knew as far as Black history, things like that. But there's a lot of like underlying, I don't want to say like underlying information that we don't know. Well, yes, there is a lot of underlying information that we don't know. But also, it just really puts you, it's really kind of like a slap in the face. You know what I mean? Like, that's what Hidden Colors is a slap in the face to people like us who have been asleep. And not necessarily just black people, but all people, all races, because we all come from melanated sources, okay? We all come from melanated organism sources, i.e. African people. That's who we come from. And so my thoughts as far as, because there's so many facets to Hidden Colors. There's about the origins of black people, where we come from, Africa, all that good stuff. Also talks about the slave trade. Also talks about migration. Also talks about civil rights. Also talks about religion, touching on Jesus Christ and holidays, pagan holidays, to be precise. And basically what America has done to black people, and what America has done to other races to turn them against black people. Are y'all following me? Okay. So it was honestly solidifying a lot of things that I knew, but a lot of things that I didn't know about certain people who were like, you know, like Saint Nick, the original story about Saint Nick, that he was black, you know, that he was like basically like a prophet, type of man who walked the earth as like a man who basically was, you know, very divine. He was you know, within the divine life. And so, and then how, you know, America threw it back in our face and said, yeah, we know that the original Saint Nick is black, but y'all don't know it. Guess what? Y'all stupid. So we gonna put a white man's face on it and say that he bring you gifts. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like those type of things, especially with the whole religion thing, because especially our people, black people, we put a lot of money. We put a lot of money into church, and we put a lot of money into the wrong things and not the right things. And that's what really Hidden Colors is about. It's about bringing to life. Oh my God. Hold on, y'all. It's about bringing to life the truth of who we are and why we are the way we are, okay? And I'm so grateful and I'm so appreciative of the fact that I had the opportunity to watch the videos. At least I've watched 6 hours worth of documentary information. And on the movie, I had everyone from Umar Johnson, down to very, very, very prominent people. I don't remember their names, to be honest, but just very prominent people within the black community that have studied our black origins, have studied, where we originally come from. And, there's a lot of credibility behind these interviews with these certain people. So if you are still questioning, or if you're still trying to hit the snooze button and you're not fully awake yet, I would definitely say to watch Hidden Colors. It'll really bring things into perspective. As I was watching the movie, I just felt like electricity just going through my body, and I know the ancestors were just dancing with absolute joy just to see me watching this movie, this documentary, these documentaries, I should say. And it's just very, very, again, it's very eye-opening to the origins of our religion, as far as us, being medicine women and men, we were healers. Because of course, we're the closest thing to the sun. I feel like we are the earth's children. We are the child of the earth. And so therefore, everything sprung from us as far as additional life forms and additional, colors of people and things like that. I honestly, truly believe that we were birthed directly from the universe. Black people were. And that is why we can withstand the most harsh weather there is on the entire face of this world, and that is in Africa, the center of the equator, or center of the earth. It's right by the equator. It is the hottest place in the motherfucking world. And so with that being said, we are the closest things to the universe, and that is why I feel like we can connect to the universe on so many levels. That's why we are so, inclined to be musical, and we're so gifted in the things that we do, our strength, our health, our fountain of youth, our skin, our vitality, our melanin, all of that. I mean, and what's going on, people, they talk about, people been harvesting our organs for years, and, how a certain number of black children go missing every year, the same amount of children every single year, and they're taking our babies and harvesting their organs and putting them inside of white people because they want to live longer, because they've studied us and they've studied the way our bodies are built. It's just so many things that I knew already, but it was just to hear this again, it was like a slap in the face. Bitch, wake the fuck up. What the fuck are you not, what are you not understanding? You know what I mean? And that's what I feel like is happening to us right now. I feel like, with this constellation change of the sun rising and going to Aquarius, I feel like, the ancestors have been released and they just run around waking people up. You need to start questioning everything. And that's the first step, is when you start questioning everything, and when you start, wanting to know what the hell is going on. All this information is leaking, and all those things have been out there for us. They've been trying to wake us up for years, y'all. Earth, Wind, and Fire. They've been talking about this shit. Come on, y'all. Outcasts, they've been on this shit. People have been on this shit. It's just we've been asleep. We've been so blinded, and we've been so given the cushion, the civil rights and us wanting to get, why were we fighting for our rights when we never had rights to begin with? We should have started our own fucking shit. What the fuck was they gonna do? What were they gonna do? You know what I'm saying? What was they gonna do to us if we overpower all of them? You know what I'm saying? There's just so many thoughts that I have going through my head, as far as history, but I feel like everything happens for a reason. obviously. But now, you know, we've formed the matrix. Now we've formed, you know, people who are, you know what I'm saying, governmental agencies, I should say, are now infiltrating our lives. And, you know, they're feeding us meat. And they know, you know, that our blood type is an addictive blood type. And so, like, there's things like, you know, we've been eating like meat and shit for years, and like, I mean, this is not nothing new. It's in our blood. And so, you know, eating meat of this land, like not pure meat, like meat that you can get from the market and shit, you know, over in Africa, for example, like, you know, the meat here is processed. What they feed the animals, it's not like natural grass. Like, you know, you just never know. Like the pesticides, everything. It's just crazy. Like, oh my God, y'all have to go watch the movie. Like, it's just really, really brought everything back around for me, and just made me much more aware of everything that's going on. So, I mean, if you're, everyone's like talking about these spiritual awakenings and people are waking up, like, you know, it's time to wake up all the way. And I'm not talking like you're questioning things that are going on. I'm talking about waking up all the way and really not only understanding what's going on now, but understanding where you came from, understanding your roots, understanding your spiritual roots, because, you know, we wasn't worshiping no Jesus Christ back in them times, but back when indigenous people were, you know, roaming the land, when there was nothing on this land but trees, grass, and animals, like we were not worshiping Jesus Christ. Like, y'all tripping. Like, y'all are really tripping. And I've always said this to myself, but now it's just the confirmations are coming through like freaking dollars. Like, I mean, I don't even know what to say anymore. I'm just sitting up here like, I told you so, I told you so, I told you so. And what's crazy is that Europeans used to worship us as black people back in indigenous European times. Like, and this is like BC, like before civilization, you know, whatever they say, before Christ, before civilization, before modern day civilization, I should say. Like, you know, the word, the letter J wasn't even invented until later on. And so it just makes you wonder, like, exactly what have they been feeding us, and why have they been feeding it to us? Like, they brainwashed us with this Christianity, and, you know, I mean, it's just, oh my God, we are our own God, y'all. Like, we are the say-so of our bodies. You create your own reality. Whatever you put into the air, whatever you manifest, the universe will grab that, and as long as you have intentions and gratitude behind it, it's going to spit it right back out to you tenfold. Like, that is how things happen. Like, it's all about karma. What goes around comes around. You do bad things, bad things happen to you. You do good things happen to you. Like, that's how it is. And that's nothing to do with, you know, reading the Bible, following these commandments. It has nothing to do with that. And I mean, not even to touch on Christians right now, because that's not where I wanted to go with this video, but since we're going there's a lot of Christians out here that are very judgmental, but are sitting behind closed doors, and the things that they're judging on, they're doing the exact same thing. So according to Christianity, that is considered a sin, which means you're going to hell. I'm like, do you understand what I'm saying? So I just feel like if that's the case, everyone's going to hell. I came to a realization that we're all going to hell. Like, that is just it. We're all going to hell. Okay? And I don't even believe anymore that there's a heaven or a hell. I believe that life reincarnates itself, and you go on to be some other type of mechanism or organism within this earth. When you pass on your soul, it moves on to be something else. Whether it's your guardian angel, whether you sit up high with the ancestors, whether you're an animal, whether you're a plant, whether you're a bug. Like, I mean, you could be so many different things in this universe. And reincarnation, that's why I strongly believe in deja vu. You know, when you have deja vu, it's like, I've been here before. Yes, you have been here before. You definitely have been here before. You've probably been here 1,000 times before. But guess what? Now you're here as this living vessel. And so, you know, we've matrixed ourselves with the way the world works now, and the way in which policies and laws and procedures are set in place in order to keep us docile, to keep us plugged in, to keep us robotic. Like, you know, go to work, come home, eat, handle the kids, go to sleep, get back up again, go to work, and I mean the cycle just continues to go and go and go and go and go, and it's just so like, oh, it's just eventually you just get burnt out, you get sick, you get cancer, you get stressed, you drink, you go on drugs. Like, there's just so many things that could possibly happen to your body, and it's not at any fault of your own. It has all to do with the negativities and the things that are going on around us that are keeping us at bay, that are keeping us from reaching our higher selves. And so the minute you wake up and you start feeling like literally you wake up out of your slumber, out of your matrix slumber, and you realize that there's more to life than just going to work for someone else, you know what I mean, to eating fucking nasty ass deceased dead animal meat that is supposed to be living and helping us within the universe. Like, once we wake up and realize that all these things are just ways to program us and to keep us plugged in, like, the world will be a much better place. But let me tell y'all, I honestly don't think it's going to happen in this lifetime. It's just too many people that are asleep. It's not enough people to wake them up. And the programming is going to continue. And the longer the programming continues, the longer that the bullshit that's happening right now will continue. But I mean, either way, I'm just grateful to be awakened. I am spreading the word of love and light to everyone. Namaste, namaste. I would advise, again, anyone that is questioning who they are as a person, they want more, they want to level up, you know, they want to really understand the original spirituality, the Orisha system, all that good stuff. Like, I would definitely watch Hidden Colors. Get you a J, get you some fruit, drink some wine, and, you know, just feed your soul with the truth and the light. Like, the truth and the light. Like, I can't, honestly, like, I don't believe anything anymore unless I question it, I research it, and I find the answer for myself. Like, I'm done with believing all the bullshit that, you know, the government is feeding to us, the presidencies and all these fucking cases and trials with Donald Trump and all this other BS crap, like, you know, this Korean stuff going back and forth with, you know, United Nations and all this. Like, it's so hard to really believe anything that you hear anymore. And I think it's impossible. It's impossible for us to believe anything that we hear anymore, because most of it is either watered down truth or is just a flat out motherfucking lie. So a lesson of discernment is definitely in the air as far as understanding who is real, you know, who is out to get you, who is out to sabotage your life, who is out to support you and love you and be in your corner and support you and make sure that you make it and you're successful, because your happiness at the end of the day is what is going to keep you healthy. Okay, nobody's doctor at the hospital or whatever, your medical doctor, they're not going to keep you healthy. Like, what they going to do? Tell you that you got some old bullshit and not tell you to stop eating meat and become a vegetarian? Like go to a regular doctor and go to a holistic doctor and see the difference. Like, you're getting healed with crystals, you're getting healed with stuff that's natural from the earth. Like, medicine was invented. Like, it's not natural. It's not what is supposed to be going into our bodies. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Like, it's not natural. Like, it's just not natural. Like, we have to get back to what we naturally call taking care of ourselves. And that is what our ancestors did. You know, they healed people. Like, slave owners, like, when they got sick, when they got injured, like, they didn't want to go to the hospitals. Like, a lot of them wanted their slaves to come in and heal them. A lot of the Europeans didn't want indigenous Europeans when they enslaved us. Earlier, before the slave trade, they wanted us to come in and heal them. You know, we were considered witch doctors. We were considered medicine doctors. Like, voodoo is not evil. You know, it's all in your intentions, what you put behind it. Like, Like, it's not evil, you know, it's just, it's different. It's what you don't know. It's what you've been programmed to know. You've been programmed to know that voodoo is evil. Like, that is our original, that's some of our original spirituality type of practices is voodoo. Voodoo, whatever. Like, okay, like calling and conjuring up spirits, that is what we as African people did. Like, we prayed to the universe, to the sun, the moon, the stars, the earth, the flowers, the animals. That's what we had. That's all that we had. That is what is first nature to us. Y'all don't hear me, y'all don't understand, man. Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. Anything that you want in life, you can manifest in meditation, like aligning your chakras, all of that shit comes from African religion. You know, understanding your higher self, vibrating with the land of which we live. Like, all of that shit is natural. And just tell me when you watch them. Just let me know when you watch that damn movie. Hit me up. Put a comment down here. Let me know. I'm going to end this video here and just let you guys know that I love everyone. Thank you so much for all of your support on this channel, for coming over, for leaving your comments. I really, really appreciate it. I am working to get you guys some new content coming. I know my last video was on my Moldavite update. I'm also going to do like a life update, like basically like what's going on with me as far as, you know, my manifestations and things like that. I'm going to update you guys on that. I also got some new jewelry. So I want to go show you guys that. This is my new amethyst necklace. Sorry, this is my new amethyst necklace, and then I also have an onyx necklace, and then this is my malachite ring that my boo Brittany made me, and then I just have like some little random jewels and stuff. So I'm gonna do an update on like my handmade jewelry, as well as like some of the stone jewelry pieces that I have, and then I'm gonna also do another video on changes that I have noticed since becoming a little bit more aware of what's going on in my surroundings. So you guys will see that within the next few days. I love you guys so much. My phone's ringing. I'll holler at y'all. Bye.